Alright, hey guys, thank you so much for dropping by my channel. And today we're going to have a mukbang. I have the Farmhouse Caramel Apple by KROGER as my Kindle for today. But I've been running that for a while. So I'll probably give it a rest for a minute. Because it's already made a complete pull. Wax pull. So I'm gonna, and it's a 10, you guys. It's like reach all over the house. So for today we're going to have some chicken. I just pan fried some chicken in olive oil and butter. And we're going to have some Korean mushrooms. Of course, a regular, the kimchi. And this one, this is the Napa cabbage spicy and soya, and I think I picked this up at KROGER. And then to drink we are having Sunkissed, and for my dip I will be using the sweet chili sauce, and then I'm having some noodles with eggs because I have to have something soupy because I can't just eat all dry food all the time. And this is the nigiri spicy seafood. I think I got this from Walmart. And I already said grace. So, and I'm using my hands today to eat. So if you don't like eating with hands, then you guys can click off. Whoops. And this is the Sunkissed berry lemonade. Alright. I added a little spice to it, like a little bit more, because I just feel like spicy today on the noodles. Hope you guys are doing well. And you guys are in good spirits. Oh, I need to get some paper towels. It'll be fall soon. Time flies, you guys. And I hope you guys are prepping for the winter. Because we know, you know, stuff always comes up during that time. And it's best that you guys have something prepared. For you and your family and your loved ones. Because we don't know what the winter will bring us. Hope you guys are updating your vehicles, your tires, so it'll be safe to drive during inclement weather. Now, there's a lot of stuff that has happened to me, I think, since the last mukbang. Like real sit down mukbang that I've done with you guys. A lot of stuff at work. That I have no idea what was going on. But from last year, whatever was going on, I'm the only one left in our location. Everyone that was working during the pandemic when it first erupted, they're all gone. And I hope they're all doing okay. I know whatever's going on is probably rough on everyone. And everyone has stuff to deal with at home. We all have problems, you know. Just don't put it out on anyone. Especially people you work with or your family members. I mean, you can talk to them, but don't put it out on them. Just give it to God. Pray to Jesus about it. To help you get through it. But I'm scheduled to do my final COVID shot because everyone in our home has already had has taken the vaccine. But we were waiting for it to be approved by the FDA. Because our minor son, he wouldn't do it until it's been approved by the FDA. So when he found out it was approved, he agreed to take it. So I waited till he agreed. Then the rest of us that didn't get it the first time is now getting it. I was hurting the first 3 days. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. And I kept like waking up like every 2 hours because of the pain. It was like a bad hangover of mixed. Like I was on labor kind of pain because my lower back was also hurting. It was just all kinds of pain. My head, everything. My arms. It's just hurting real bad, you guys. But I sucked it up. And that's after I just got better from a real bad cold. So, right now, I'm on day 4 and I'm eating again. Like my regular food. I just use those Dollar Tree patches and CVS patches for pain. Like they come in sheets, you peel them off and you stick them where it hurts. Because I felt it creeping. I had my shot here. I felt it creeping from this side to the right side all the way to my leg. But I'm fine now, so I'm not too worried about it. But even when I was in pain, I still went to work. Because we already don't have a whole lot of people. And the new people that come in, of course, they have to work them in there. And we're only allowed so many hours of work because we're part-time. And everybody needs a job now because everyone's stuff is going away. Their supplement. But where I work, they don't really pay a whole lot. So, if it's your main source of income, yeah, there's really not a lot there to work with. You're better off working at a warehouse or some manufacturing job. It's a good supplemental income if you already have income from somewhere else. But if that's your main bread and butter, no. It just doesn't cut it. You know? And that's just the fact of life. And there's nothing you could do about it because the big corporations, they're not going to pay you anymore. Of course, they'll pay their CEOs first. The ones that don't work on the low. there's that. It would be nice if they paid more, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You gotta have job 1, job 2, job 3, job 4. Crazy. How does one even enjoy their life if they have to have 3 jobs to go to? You know, you just work yourself to death. That's basically it. You know? And big corporations, they don't really care. They don't understand. What it's like. But for corporations that do give a decent wage, man, I give you guys thumbs up. You guys are awesome for that. But for the ones that don't, you know, that's just sad. Even if it's just a beginner job. It would be nice to give people a decent starting pay, especially if you already know that the job is daunting and people just come and go. You know, you're like, oh, well, we could just replace you. Yeah, okay, you can replace that person. Fine. Okay? But you will never get that quality of workmanship from somebody else if that person is there to stay anyway, and the person is showing good performance, shows up all the time, does their thing, and then gives you profit. You should acknowledge that, you know, however much the profit is. You know, say you gave that person 50 cents and that person gave you $100 back. That's what? 80%, 90% profit. But see, people, they don't understand. They don't understand, oh yeah, well, we could just get robots to replace you or your position. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-cheerio, do it. See if that robot can do the same thing. You know? You guys are just out there scaring people off their jobs. Like, what the fuck, dude? What is wrong with you people? Like, $1 billion is not enough in this lifetime for you and your freaking generational family? Fuck out of here. And you guys are asking, well, what is wrong with these people? What is wrong with you people? With these kinds of people that do these things and don't understand. You know, you guys create the rift, the wrath. You guys create the inequality. What, to make yourself feel better? To make you sleep well at night? To make you think like you have the rights to the gates of heaven? I don't know what the purpose is, but what ifs. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. You know? And then you guys give people credit, and then you guys tack on so much to it that in the long run, that stuff is already being paid for. And you're already making interest off of it. You know? You guys created that imbalance. And then this person ends up with a bad credit record, some bankruptcy, some repossession, some eviction from their home. It's ridiculous. And the person ends up homeless. And you guys wonder. You guys creating this stuff. Who does that to their own people? Demons? Exactly. You can't be a believer of Jesus Christ if you think that that's the proper way to deal with people. Especially the ones that really try hard and do an honest day's work. Yeah, you guys are nuts. There's people out there that still do an honest day's work. Or try to make a decent living. So much shit in the world. It's just pretty shit. You know? Breadcrumbs. You throw people breadcrumbs and you think you're giving them a damn cookie. All you're doing is throwing them breadcrumbs. And you wonder why they loot, they riot, they steal. Well, what you think? You guys created that riffraff. The scale tips over. The scale tips over. It'll come here. But it's never like this. It's always like this. I think there should be a cap on who's making money and how much they're allowed to make money. Like if you've already capped, you need to just cut it off and give it to somebody else. I don't know how, but somehow you could do it that way. Pass it on to the next. 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 You know? Because if you just keep dishing out, that really doesn't make any sense. But if you cut off someone that's already, you know, risen up, then you bring it down to somebody else that hasn't. Then you keep it, and once they cap that amount, then you move on to the next one. I mean, the ones that are trying. You guys have messed up people psychologically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually that they just quitting, you know, end up quitting, which is wrong. Then you got all these damn viruses, diseases, and all this stuff going around to even make them want to give up. It's like, dude, what's going on? What's really going on? We're here on earth to help each other, not bring each other down. To help each other rise up. To help each other, you know, have a prosperous life. Not see, some people are just too damn greedy. And that causes the riffraff. the imbalance in the universe. Let's say you're a property owner or a business owner. Well, you can only have up to 5 businesses. You can only have up to 5 homes. You can only have up to 5 this. I don't know. Why do you need 10 businesses for one person? Fuck out of here. Teach somebody else how you did it, how you made it out. Oh, well, you got to buy my $50 book. Oh, well, you got to buy my $100 program. Knowledge is free, y'all. That's bullshit. You shouldn't keep scamming people. To enrich yourselves. Because in the eyes of God, you know that's wrong. Because I know that's wrong. So, anyhow, that's my mukbang for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. And you know, never let anyone let you down. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving forward. Forget about everything else that's going on around you. Focus on what you want in your life. Say, I want to do this in my life. I'll focus on it. I'll work on it and I'll save. Because nobody else can fix yourself but yourself. You know, the doctors and everybody else can help you. But inside of you, you have to work on that. You're close-knit, you're larger knit, and you know, and it all resonates in the universe. Now, if you guys want a different result, you guys should do things differently. It's gonna be hard, but if you do things differently, it might help everyone for the betterment of people as a whole, as a society, as a human race, as a civilization. Okay? Because people will look back, you know, what did this civilization do? Did they really make things better? Or did they just run along? Or did they just kind of jazz up what was already there in the past and kind of zhuzh it up a bit to make it look like it's getting better? But in totality, it's not getting any better? No, it's up to you guys because you guys run this joint. You know, on paper. You probably have it in a time capsule that's whatever it is, and you probably put all the rules in there. Change it up a bit to make people's lives better. That's the only way. And you have to educate them, you know. Imagine someone coming from nothing, learning, educating themselves, getting enlightened, and you know, and still struggling. So the system, there's something wrong. There's a crack in it. There's a hole in it. There's something in there that's causing, you know, the scales not to be the same, not to be equal. Okay? And if you guys keep brainwashing people, fooling them about this high and mighty lifestyle that they, you know, one day they can attain or whatever, which is probably, you know, percent, you know, it's not real. It's not attainable. So you got to give people attainable goals, an attainable life, and a sustainable life, you know, to make things maybe not too equal, but not this. You know, don't tip the scales over. Kind of do it like so, you know. So you guys think about what I just said. Whoever's watching me, because I know there's people that's watching me and listening to what I have to say, because this has got to end, at some point. And I've made suggestions about it and things like that. And people shouldn't be fighting over money. Okay? Who has the most money? Who has the biggest nuts? I don't know. Who drives the most expensive car? Who cares? Nobody freaking cares. At the end of the day, we'll all turn into dust. Okay? So you guys quit fighting about that stuff and really help people rise from poverty, rise from suffering, rise from pain. Okay? Because life shouldn't be about that. When you're born here on earth, you're already dying. Okay? The minute you leave that womb and breathe that air, you're already dying. Okay? So at least before you die, you had done something ginormous for the civilization, for the betterment of mankind, by eliminating such things. Oh, well, isn't it a nice thing to have a world with no pain and no suffering? Of course. Who doesn't want a world like that? That everything smells like roses, everyone's, smart and educated and, can have fun and drinks and it's all peaceful. Well, it can't be all peaceful. There's got to be some kind of conflict. No. It doesn't have to have any conflict. That conflict ended when Jesus Christ came to earth. Okay? And you guys keep rehashing that situation, that ugly situation. You guys need to leave that behind, and start a new life. I don't know what's up with you guys, why you guys keep creating rift, all this other confusion, distraction, when it's just plain and simple. Simple. People only want simple things. Be able to travel, see the world, see their family, have a nice meal, have a nice home to go to, have a nice paying job that could buy them clothes, shoes, clean underwear, toothpaste, shampoo, shit like that, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Anyway, deuces.